You may have seen headlines claiming the UK has 2 days of gas in storage. If you only catch that line in passing, it's easy to assume the worst. The figure is real, but it's being used in a way that creates more heat than light. That 2 days number refers to gas held in UK storage, usually compared against typical daily demand. It tells you something about one part of the system, but it doesn't reflect the day-to-day supply picture, which is built on continuous flows from production and imports. The UK is supplied through several routes at the same time. Domestic production, including the UK North Sea, pipeline imports, particularly from Norway and via interconnectors with Europe, LNG imports, which add flexibility depending on global market conditions. Storage withdrawals support the system, especially during peaks. The chart here shows storage contributes, but most supply typically comes from production and imports. Storage still matters because it helps cover peaks and cold spells. UK storage capacity is relatively small against national demand, and it remains limited compared with many EU markets. That's one reason storage headlines grab attention, and also why they need context. In practice, the UK relies more heavily on continuous supply flows from production and imports, with storage used to smooth the peaks. If you want a calmer, more accurate view of supply risk, focus on the signals that actually move tightness. Watch the pace of storage withdrawals, because it tells you how quickly the buffer is being used. Watch LNG send-out and expected arrivals, because that's where flexibility shows up first. Keep an eye on Norwegian flows and planned outages, because they're a core supply route. Track weather-driven demand shifts, because forecasts move consumption. Check interconnector direction and utilization, because flows can tighten or ease the UK position. If you've seen the headline and felt your stomach drop, that reaction is understandable. The clearer view comes from the whole supply picture, not one storage number. Keep an eye on the supply mix and the signals that drive tightness, and you'll be reading the situation on the same basis as the market. If you want a steadier read of the data when headlines get loud, follow us for regular updates.